Hey you, welcome to Build the Damn Thing, a place where myself, Tiffany Largy, and our amazing Do the Damn Thing coaches show you how to use your story to build it all. Whether it's your first six figures, your next layer of multiple six figures, or maybe you're on your way to $1 million. And if it's not that, it's the life of your dreams, where you are free, you are strong, and you are whole. First, we're going to show you how to use your story to build a strong foundation. And then next, we're going to show you how to use your story in sales and marketing to clean up the cracks. And last but not least, we're going to show you how to use your story to gather people. Because truth of the matter is that there's nothing stronger than being connected to people who just understand you as you are, where you are, so you can stop explaining yourself. I want to remind you that now that you're here, you are home, and I officially welcome you to our family. All right, let's get started.
Listen, money is time and time is money. I don't even know how else to say this. As I was looking at this, I thought to myself, what if we respected time for what it was? And I'm not talking to the person who's always late or things like that, because that is me. I'm talking to the person who is doing a little bit of things all over the place instead of bulk doing things. So I'm going to give you 3 money habits. And as you think about building, moving forward, 3 things that you need to stop doing and start doing. And this is going to all be under 4 or 5 minutes. Number 1, doing a Facebook Live every single morning, doing some form of creative every morning as you think about this. So I've taught on day 1, I taught from this sheet, and this comes from our DTDTU world. So up here, there's some form of activity. So let's say in your activity, you were like, you know what? I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to shoot a video every day. Okay, you're going to shoot a video every day. Okay, but stay with me. Do you really have the time or the bandwidth or the consistency to actually execute that every single day? I know for me that it would be impossible for me to commit to every morning doing X, especially if I were doing it from home. Like, that's wild. I'm in a studio right now, and our company has a brick and mortar studio, so everything is set. I walk into the building, and we have in Studio B an entire room dedicated to me doing this. So it's easy for me to pull it off. But let's say I wasn't here and I was at home. I'm trying to commit to doing the thing. And for me as a woman, I got to put on makeup. I got to get my hair done. And sometimes I don't need to do all of that, but that's what's in our heads. That's why we're not moving it. We want it to look good. We want to show up as our best selves. And I'm just saying, baby, I just want you to show up. So the number 1 thing I do is I create in bulk. The last couple of months, I have not been behaving and getting in front of our production days as a company. However, we do fit in. Like today, we have someone coming into the studio. I'm going to be recording with them for another project, and we're going to run through about 7 to 8 different sets of the same thing, and we'll be done for the next couple of months. The reason why we create in bulk is because I want to do setup in one time, mental energy one time, focus on one time. Every time I have to split direction and do something else, I lose money. Every time I have to split direction and wear another hat, I lose money. Where can you take 2 or 3 things that you're not doing and just take the day and get it done? I do money and finances one day. Now, I do check on things every day, but I really truly bulk one day. When I'm building a program or an event, I really try to sit one day. In a couple of days, I'm going to be leaving so that I can sit and write a book, not sit, so that I can get something big done for our company so that I could take it to the next level, but I'm going to do it in one sweep. Everything that I'm achieving or running to do, I try to do it in bulk so that way I don't drop the ball and I'm not falling behind, because I know that the times that I did try to go, you know what, we're going to do this thing all the time. We're going to do it every day. We're going to do it Tuesdays and Thursdays and such. It doesn't get done. Second is, what are you wearing? I get sick watching people spend an hour or 2 hours in the morning getting ready, physically putting on makeup, hair, and clothes to get out the door. That is insane. I don't have that kind of time. If I spend 15 minutes on my physical appearance to walk out the door, like you might think something is sick. Something is wrong. And that includes brushing my teeth. I think brushing my teeth takes longer than physically putting on clothes, and most of the time putting on makeup. Now, right now, might have a little more makeup than I typically do, but even with so, I implore you to decide on what really matters. Is it having more time to execute all the things so that you're not overwhelmed? Or is it trying to satisfy how you look to the market? Did Tiffany just say I should look any old way when I show up? I did not. What I said is that you spend too much damn time on trying to figure out what to put on. So you know what I do? I have uniforms. And I almost wore today the same thing that I wore yesterday. I actually brought it into the studio because I'm going to use it for something I'm recording later. This idea that I need to have a different outfit every single day and it has to be color coordinated and my shoes got to match my Now I want you to look good, but you could look good. Like we have a team member who wears some form of a black shirt, t-shirt, and shorts every day. And he looks good every day, like 7 days a week. He looks good and someone could hit on him and he could hit on someone with confidence. He looks good. What's consistent about him is he makes sure his hair is always cut. I make sure my hair is always done. I'll spend the time and money there and less on what I'm physically wearing. I have a set of jewelry, even though I have a ton of jewelry and an armoire, I have a set of jewelry that are my rinse and repeats. And for the most part, I'm going to keep the same 3 or 4 in front of me, or they're going to be visually laid out so that I can rip and run. So I'm grabbing and I'm putting them on. I am not taking the time. I do not wear a lot of patterns. I do not wear a lot of stripes or circles or any of the above because that confuses the market and I have to match. And also then I become repetitive with those visual identities and solid colors. My entire closet, I think 95% of it is a solid color because that way I am fresh and clean. If I am not wearing something like this, I am wearing a company shirt with pants and that is it. That is it. Same pants, same shoes, same shirt. Keep it simple. Reduce the amount of time that it's taking to do things that don't matter, impressing people that don't matter, and take that time and put it into the things that will help you put more dollars in your bank account, allow you to be more confident and to feel stronger in what you do. I'd rather see you take the other 45 minutes and spend time talking to someone that you care about versus getting ready. Now, back in the day when I got to my very first 6 figures, I went and I made an outfit. I went and I had my shirt embroidered with a logo. Bought the shirt from JCPenney, bought a pencil skirt, black pencil skirt from JCPenney, and backless shoes from Payless. Back in the day when Payless was a thing, and I would wear that. I had 2 sets. I would wash them every other day, wear them 5 days a week. I'm kind of thinking of doing that now. I'm almost thinking of trying to see if I can pull off like the guys like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg. Like, I don't know if I can, but I feel like I'm going to try. And the reason why is because that 10 minutes in the morning times 5 is an hour gone in the week. An hour gone in the week, me putting on clothes to try to impress somebody. If I look good in that outfit on Tuesday, I'm going to look good in that same outfit on Thursday. Why does it need to be different? I don't want to go on a rant here, but the older I get, the more I find people spending time on all the stuff that just doesn't matter. You know that nobody's going to care when we die how many times you change your outfit or what you look like or if the shoes actually matched. If you look amazing in that prom dress, wear the flipping prom dress every day. I'm dead serious. It sounds crazy. But guys do it. Guys can wear the same suit all the time. And even so, they really don't have to, you really don't have to be variety. You just have to be at the top of your game. If you're like, Tiffany, well, I only like Gucci. Great. Wear the Gucci suit 5 days a week. I don't care. Just spend the time in what matters, get away from what doesn't matter, and be clear that time is money and money is time. Time is money and money is time, for sure. And we're both running out of it. There's an infinite amount of money out there. There is not as much time, not even close. Ask yourself an honest question. How much time do you spend wasting stuff and wasting your time on things that don't matter physically? Getting ready in ways that don't matter, showing up for the world in ways that don't matter. And how can you build yourself a routine? And if you're like, Tiffany, I don't know, I'm going to tell you 10 years and having the most simplest, I'm going to get out the door and look great. Now, I mean, great. Like there's like great. And then there's another level called like fly, And I may not always get to that fly level, but I always look great. I look good enough that if we saw our most highest paying client or we saw the mayor of the city, that I would feel proud to represent the company. And and my team or anybody who supports me would not be like, oh God, what is she wearing? For the most part. And I would say I'm like 7.5 or 8 out of 10. 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Number 3, taking action. That's it. Too much thinking, not enough doing. 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 You want a big thing to happen, you have to swing the bat hard enough to actually hit the home run. You're not going to hit a home run by tossing the bat. I'm trying to hit the bat 10 times more than I did the month before. 10 times. If I hit the bat 10 times, one of these is going to be a home run. Are you trying to get to a home run every week or every day? I'm trying to get to one every day. I'm trying to get to one every day. I sure as hell have to get to one at least every week.
I hope that episode was amazing for you and you are closer to building the damn thing. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts were, what part you loved, and the action that you're going to go take, because the truth of the matter is that the person who wins is not the person who gets there first. It's the person who takes action first. Now, I've got a gift for you, and it is at www.stracthustle.com. It is imperative that you run there and you see all types of goodies, starting with the 7 must-haves that you've got to put when telling your story. There is so much deliciousness awaiting for you. I would love nothing more than for you to go ahead and give us a thumbs up and a 5-star review on not just this episode, but this entire series of How Do You Build the Damn Thing? Like always, if there's anything that we can do to make your weekday or month better, please let us know. And more importantly, I can't wait to see you live. Whether it's at Do the Damn Thing Live or in one of our communities, or maybe you're just hanging out with us on social media. What I know to be true is that I am meant to connect with you somewhere, and I can't wait for that day to happen. And more importantly, I can't wait to see what you build.